Hi everyone, it's Becky with Becky's Feathered Nest, and I'm going to start the organizing videos for you that I promised. I'm starting with the children's guest room because it had the most questions on how I packed in an office, a guest room, and a craft room. So I'm going to quickly show you here. This is a twin bed. It sleeps one. There's a trundle on the other side that we pull out over here. So it sleeps two in this room. On the other side over here I have kind of the adult section. I have a robe here, some extra quilts, hangers, laundry basket, a place for them to unpack all their clothes. This is completely empty. And then this is geared more toward the kids side with stuffed animals, books, things like that. And over here on this side is where I pack everything in. So these are the cabinets and desk area that was shown in an earlier video. So let's go ahead. We're going to start, I guess we'll start at the top. These are some extra bins up here, the big buckets. The first one holds items for my sewing machine, the embroidery kit, things like that I don't use very often. The next one is wood items. It's got popsicle sticks, wooden clothespins, wooden dowels, all those little things. I don't use them very often, but I do have quite a few for some of the projects I have done. The next one has some miscellaneous items, feathers, that sort of stuff. Empty buckets here for room to grow. A memory box that has some, maybe things that I need to put into albums, maybe a booklet or a pamphlet or something that I saved for whatever project. So, okay, and then some containers, small containers are right there. These are the scrapbooking books that you get your papers from, all the way down here and into these drawers. And I have some things that have punches, that sort of thing. I am looking for something other than plastic bins because I don't like the look of the plastic. So anyway, so there's a look at what's in those. Let's go ahead and start over here. Well, let me go ahead and show you from back so you'll know where we're at when we're looking in the cabinets. So up here I have my soap making stuff in this cabinet here. Yarns and needlework, floral, sewing all the way here, gift wrapping right here. All of this desk area is still the same. It's all office type stuff. There's a TV behind this one right here, which I'm not going to open because I have to lift the panel up and all that sort of stuff. And then over here is a shredder and a couple other things. Right here, candles. Right here, air freshening. Right here, scrapbooking, home toolbox, and house paints. Okay, so over here, this is the area between the cabinets. It's temporary. I'm storing right now my extra gift wrapping paper, which will go into the cabinet. I'll show you after my husband hangs the rods. And then some bolts of fabric that we're using to restore our RV. This is a protection paper for, like, I use it for overspray if I'm spraying something maybe in the driveway, stuff like that. Don't want it getting on my driveway or floors, that sort of stuff. Use it on tabletops, etc. Okay, so up here is my soap making kit, which I haven't done yet. I plan to though, but I've been collecting stuff to start soap making. Right here is my yarn type and needlework. I keep this canvas bag here because usually the only time I do that sort of thing is while we're driving on a trip and driving forever. So I load that bag up with the items I need. This is a notebook. It's got some patterns in it. This is a basket with some little balls of yarn, scraps, that sort of thing, embroidery floss, things like that. Here's some of my spools that I keep here. Right here is the little kit that I keep all my crochet needles in. So I usually grab this, my scissors, and whatever yarn I'm going to do, throw it in that bag, and off we go. Okay, and then down here is my floral, just little bits and pieces of floral, pieces of flowers for projects or scrapbooking, anything. The little black box has floral tape, cutters, wire cutters, floral wire, that sort of stuff, and then some larger pieces of miscellaneous floral stuff, floral foam, stuff like that. Okay, This is the sewing section I was telling you about. Get all of this opened up for you. Y'all are going to be very dizzy with this video. Okay, so this is fabrics up here. I do need to purge my fabrics. And then down here are the sewing notions and how I have it organized. As you can see, patterns, notions, threads are all here, other notions. These are the type things that are in them. And then patterns on both sides. This is just my wrist pin cushion, that sort of thing. My sewing machine, a Husqvarna. It's an awesome, awesome machine. I've had it 28 years, never had a problem with it. My bobbin winder was making a noise, so I took it in. They're checking it out. And so that goes here on this. My husband put this on rollers, so it comes out. Pull my desk chair over here, and I'm able to sew. Plugs in right here. Okay, more fabrics here. And then on the door here is where I put my most used little scissors and pins and things like that. This is held on with command picture hangers. Snaps right back on. Okay, over here is my gift wrapping center. Okay, so boxes, tool ribbon, or tool wrap. I like to make bows and stuff. Paper, fillers, bag fillers, tissue paper, the crinkle paper, gift bags, more gift boxes. This is where my husband's going to be hanging the rods to hang these, and then behind it is where I'll put that extra paper. And then some of the things I like to make, since I do scrapbooking, I like to make gift tags and stuff like that. And then the rest just holds stuff like extra tape. I save toilet paper rolls because storing all these things, these little rolls of ribbon, take up a lot of room. So I will wrap other things of ribbon, leftover ribbon, stuff like that, on those toilet paper rolls, secure it with a pin, and in it goes. So I can hold lots more that way. And then over here at the desk area, y'all have seen these before in another video. Here we go. This is the printer. Anything to do with printing paper, my labeler, all of that is right here. Okay. Over here is printing paper, colored paper, all that. Cardstock, that sort of thing. I keep regular printer paper right there, so it's easy to get to. Here's a back view of the desk area. That's the TV. Over here I keep all my cards, gift cards, Christmas cards, all kinds of cards right here. And then extra desk supplies, papers, that sort of thing, folders, that sort of stuff. Here's what's in these drawers here. Right here is my glues, my hot glue gun in the box. My project box that I put projects in as I'm working on them until they're finished. The desk drawer that holds all the miscellaneous stuff. When I did weddings, that's what that is. We were called Adoration. Okay, paper clips, that sort of stuff. All right, next to that. Okay, the shredder candles. I keep this little metal bucket and the little one above that for power outages. Has candles, and I just take it around the house and set them up in rooms and use those. This is my scrapbooking. I have a cutter on each side of the little bins there, and then here's the sort of things that I have inside the little bins. Some of them are not labeled because I just recently filled them up. So I will be labeling those. Okay. Scrapbooking is fun. You can keep just about anything and make something out of it. Good way to recycle trash. Okay, so then below it here, I have a drawer here where I have miscellaneous stuff that I need to do, look at, attend to, fill out, that sort of stuff. Over here is my bill paying section here. You receive the bill, I pay it, put it in here, and store that. I have some of the ones that have to be delivered are right there. And then below it here is the year before it, because we tend to end up needing something from the year before, and I don't want to go in the attic to get it, so I keep it here for a year and then switch them out. So that's 2018. This is 2017. And this is just, you know, regular files that you keep information on, insurance information, stuff like that. That's what that is. And then one more section here. Okay. Okay. So up here is what I said. I had all the air freshening stuff, scented oils, things like that. I think I'm going to put another shelf right here so I can put the oils separate from these sprays. So I've just recently started collecting the oils for the diffusers. So didn't really have a spot for those, but I think I'll put another shelf there for that. This is what I call my home, in-home toolbox, my tools that I keep stuff right here. This is my drill. We keep things plugged in. When we put the shelves in, we put certain cabinets with a cord in the back of it to, you know, plug things in. These are all things that I use a lot of. Here's my painting cabinet. Instead of having big buckets of paint after painting, I took the leftover, got these little cans, put my own labels on it here. Plus I keep a picture of the paints I use and keep that in a file on my phone. And then just here's some painting type items. I have stencil books on the sides. Let's see, the top one here has paint, brushes, my crafting paint apron, my rubber gloves, miscellaneous tube paints, or you know, pen paints, whatever you call them, different kinds of paints. And then I keep my paint chips in here, and then I keep these sample things so that when I'm doing little projects, tiny projects, such as scrapbooking, I can use that to do that on. Okay, so, oh, cracking my head on those. All right, so that's how I packed it all in here. It's pretty crowded. It could still use some, I think, fine-tuning on my organizing. I need to purge some of my fabrics, stuff like that. Still working on my notebooks and things like that. So anyway, that's how it's all packed in there. Bye, my friends. Have a very blessed day. Bye-bye.